Bernard H. Bernie Willer. Bernie Willer, former owner and president of Quincy Hardee's restaurants, leveraged his business success into decades of unselfish giving, especially to causes that enhanced education and youth activities. Born in 1909, Willer graduated from Quincy College Academy in 1930 and married his wife Isabel in 1934. He entered into a series of entrepreneurial ventures after serving a 3-year stint as a U.S. Navy radar operator during World War II. His first job after the war was with his brother Dick, who owned and operated Willer Dairy. The brothers found that the dairy produced too much milk during the summer months.
He hated to throw and waste things, hence the dairy. Here you had this excess milk. What are you going to do with this excess milk? Well, let's make ice cream. Stroke of genius. It really was.
A new business called Bernie's opened at 12th and Vermont in 1946. Within a couple of years, there were 3 very popular Bernie's soft-serve ice cream stores in town. By 1958, Willer was looking for a new challenge.
And he had a salesperson that sold him the Lily Cups and the Taylor ice cream machine, and that gentleman was Ray Kroc. And Ray Kroc actually said, Bernie, you really ought to look into the McDonald brothers. They just started a new franchise out in California, and they're selling a 15-cent hamburger and a 10-cent fry, and they're very successful, and they sell milkshakes and soft drinks. And he said, you ought to look into that. And so Mr. Kroc proceeded to send in the representative from McDonald's. The franchise was pretty well worked out, except when he got down to one line, one of the last lines, it said in the franchise agreement of McDonald's that if they were going to issue a McDonald's franchise for that location, he couldn't continue to sell root beer at his dairy store. And he said that'd be a competitive issue. And so negotiations broke off.
But Willer's interest in the idea did not. He learned that a company with a similar concept had started in Kewanee, Illinois. Willer visited the restaurant with his banker and future business partner, Tom Daly. Willer liked what he saw, so he and Daly bought the first Sandy's franchise in the nation. The Quincy Sandy's opened in June 1959 at 2914 Broadway, with Daly as the manager. Youth flocked to the stores as customers and as employees.
Yeah, we learned a lot from Bernie. Bernie just had a way with young people. He really enjoyed young people, and so many of them, they became very successful because of the first job with Bernie.
He tried to guide youth, tried to teach them. At times he got impatient, but his whole purpose was to do better and to have people do better. And it's an amazing story, it really is, watching the people he brought along. He was sometimes brutally honest, but you learned, you left going, okay, I get it. I need to be on time, I need to dress neater, and I need to try harder. And I learned business ethics, how to take care of the customer. I learned how to give. So a lot of good life lessons.
A second Sandy's Drive-In at 12th and Jefferson opened in 1960, and a third location was established at 12th and Locust in 1967. Willer and Daly would own more than 10 area Sandy's in 1973 when that restaurant chain merged with Hardee's. By the time Willer retired in 1982, the company had grown to 15 stores, and the area was populated with young employees who knew the value of hard work.
Stir what you got. He talked about that a lot. Take care of what you have. People were always wanting to add things and become more than what you were, and sometimes you bite off more than you could chew. Stir what you have. So if you're going to do a French fry, do a great French fry and concentrate on that. Concentrate on a good burger, concentrate on what you have. Don't keep adding things and get your mind off of what really brought you there.
Willer's retirement did not end his community involvement. He served for 20 years on both the Quincy Housing Authority and Quincy Plan Commission. The Quincy Association of Realtors later presented him with its Gold Merit Award. He received the Golden Deeds Award from the Quincy Exchange Club in 1995. He was inducted into the Catholic Youth Organization Hall of Fame in 1997. That same year, Mr. and Mrs. Willer received the Family Service Agency's annual Friends of Families Humanitarian Award for their ongoing support for youth projects. Willer loved sports. He was a founding member of the Mart Heinen Club in 1952, which raises funds for QU athletics. He donated the money to install lights at the North Campus soccer facility and funded many soccer and basketball trips abroad. The Willers were inducted into the QU Sports Hall of Fame for meritorious service in 1997. He and Isabel donated the money for Willer Hall on the QU campus. They received honorary Doctorate of Laws degrees from the school in 1993. Willer was given the Distinguished Alumni Service Award in 1978 and the Alumnus of the Year Award in 1985. The Willers' strong support of education and youth included involvement in the development of QND and its facilities. The Willers took the lead in many fundraising campaigns and supported numerous renovations and upgrades to the school. He was inducted into the QND Sports Hall of Fame in 1998. The Willers also helped make possible the development of indoor soccer and volleyball facilities at the Oakley-Lindsay Center. They donated the money to put new lights at QU Stadium and bring the Quincy Gems to town in 1996. The Willers also were longtime supporters of the Boy Scouts of America. They received the Distinguished Citizen Award from the Mississippi Valley Council in 1998.
He lived in a simple house, on Kentucky Street. He had a farm, a little farmhouse up by the lakes, the 7 lakes up there he had, and he took his friends up there fishing. It was just a simple place. And like I said, but the man really truly believed that, it's what you give, not what you get.
The Willers had one daughter. Willer died on September 30th, 1999, at the age of 90.